John Wesley Boyd Jr. has been spit on, called boy and the N-word, and watched as a federal official tore up his application for a farm loan and threw it in the trash. And yet, he's pleading with young black people to return to working the soil.
I want blacks to reconnect with our roots, see it in a positive light, and not in a negative light because of history. I got some starter pigs here.
Boyd was just 18 when he bought his first farm back in the 1980s, 110 acres in his native Mecklenburg County, Virginia. For 4 decades, this descendant of slaves and sharecroppers has been fighting a system that he says is stacked against him.
Now here we are free. Now you don't want us on the land. You don't want us to be farmers.
On his first visit to the local office of what was then called the Farmers Home Administration, he saw black men lined up in the hallways, waiting to see the loan officer. This as white farmers went straight in and emerged with fat government checks.
So I walked into the office and I went back in time.
That pattern of discrimination, now acknowledged by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, took a heavy toll. At the turn of the 20th century, about 14% of the nation's farmers were black. Today, it's around 1%.
We were tilling 20 million acres of land. Today, we're down to 4.5 million acres of land.
In 1996, Boyd lost one of his farms to a USDA foreclosure, but he fought back, becoming one of the first black farmers to win a discrimination case against the agency. Today, Boyd owns 1,500 rolling acres, raising everything from soybeans to beef cattle, some of it on land that his ancestors once tilled as slaves.
Owning land that many of my forefathers worked on for scotch-free, slave labor, man. I'm just trying to make them proud.
But the fight isn't over.
Passed.
When Congress approved $4 billion in debt relief to minority farmers as part of a COVID recovery bill earlier this year, white farmers sued. The claim, reverse discrimination. Boyd's National Black Farmers Association has intervened in the case. He is joined by his wife, Kara, founder of the Association of American Indian Farmers. As he fights this latest battle, Boyd takes strength from the words of his grandfather.
The land knows no color. The land never mistreated anybody. People do. You can't leave your PhD to your children, but I can leave my poor raggedy farm to my children. Quitting isn't an option for me. I'm gonna die a farmer.
Alan Breed, Associated Press, Boydton, Virginia.